I'm about to do a tour of my entertainment room. This is a suggestion from Bremphis. I'm sorry if I butchered your username, but it was a great idea, so thank you for the recommendation. Basically, this is my entertainment room because it's not just my video game room. I have a lot of CDs and DVDs in here, so I hope you enjoy all the stuff I have piled in this room. Thanks. So this is where we begin, the entryway to my entertainment room. As soon as you walk in, you are greeted with a wall of pop vinyls. I have a pretty weird collection because originally I wasn't planning on collecting them. I saw them, I'm like, these are kind of ugly. These aren't going to catch on. No one's going to want to collect them. I was wrong. I was so wrong. So these are the first three I collected. So you've got Daryl, Rick, and Glenn from The Walking Dead. I unboxed them because I'm like, I'm never going to get any more. I regret because they are covered with dust now and are slightly fading. But onto the collection, they're still boxed. So these are kind of my video game side. So I've got Spyro, Overwatch, God of War, Fallout 4, Uncharted, Mortal Kombat, Resident Evil. I have 2 of Dogmeat because I bought one as soon as it was released, and then a friend bought me one for my birthday. But they are different in design, which is a bit strange, but so I kept both of them because of course. The Joker I got for my birthday from my brother Michael. Then you got the key pop chains, and then you got some of these Totoku figures. So I got Lara Croft that came with the game, the Hunter from Bloodborne, I'm very sorry for the glare, and Arthas from Dark Souls. There are a few little collectors from Aladdin, so they're kind of from your mystery boxes. And my little eel. Looking on this side, I have some amiibos. So these were the first few amiibos that came out. And we're like, oh, these are going to be exciting. We'll unbox them. And then, of course, some were really hard to get. So I end up with basically the extra copies that I unboxed. Because these ones aren't really worth anything. Got some figurines from The Dark Knight. So you got Batman, who was covered in dust because he's a pain in the ass to clean. Got the Joker. And then figurines from Wild Wild West, if that is showing my age. My pups got Star Wars, The Crimes of Grindelwald, Twilight. Yes, I am one of those people that like Twilight. True Blood, Game of Thrones, got Preacher, WWE. I got every John Cena pop so far. The Crow, a lot of kind of the Marvel characters. Fast and Furious, Panic at the Disco, My Chemical Romance. Got my Keanu Reeves collection. I've got Ken from Tokyo Ghoul, a few DC, Frankenfurter, Aladdin, Marilyn Manson, his old style look. And then got some Adam Sandler ones that just released. Winston, a Pickle Wreck. So that is my pop vinyl collection so far, and that is what greets you as you come into the room. So I've ran out of space almost. This wall could still have some more, but then I'd be covering up my Triquetra flag. And then I've got some Pirates of the Caribbean posters from when the first movie came out. They are getting a little bit faded, especially Keira Knightley's character. But so that is this side. As soon as you walk in, you are greeted with pop vinyls. The next thing, of course, is my CDs and DVD collections. So the CDs start on this side. So I do have a very mixed genres. So starting from here, you get Bon Jovi, Ed Sheeran, then they go into Kanye West, My Chemical Romance, 30 Seconds to Mars, Panic at the Disco, All Time Low, Hinder. I'm probably one of the only people that actually have Hinder on CD. Marilyn Manson, him, of course. There you go, Bryan Adams, Keith Urban, James Blunt. Yes, that is my music taste. Nickelback. Yeah, look at all that Nickelback. Simple Plan, Linkin Park, Metallica, Muse, Paramore, Placebo. So I have a bit of everything on this side, and this is not all my CDs. I have a lot of my other CDs in a drawer because I ran out of room, and the top of my other bookshelf. So, to the DVDs. These ones are kind of all mixed. So a lot of these I actually bought for $1 each because the Blockbuster was closing down. Again, showing my age. And they were selling a lot of their movies for $1 each. So I got a lot of the movies that I really enjoyed watching that I just didn't really want to buy originally, but I'm like, for $1 you can't pass that up. Then a lot of these other ones I've had forever and just couldn't really find the perfect place to put them when I bought new movies and rearranged a lot of my DVDs. So I'm actually hoping to buy a proper DVD case so I can put these in a better place. And then you got your TV shows. So I love Charmed, Roswell, The OC, Veronica Mars. Ugh, I should say I did love it. The new season absolutely ruined it for me. White Collar, which at the moment they're talking about White Collar making a comeback, which is super exciting. The Walking Dead. I only have the 3 seasons of The Walking Dead. Dexter, True Blood, The Vampire Diaries, Buffy the Vampire Slayer, The IT Crowd, Being Human. So these are the US versions. Absolutely love this show. If you haven't checked it out, I highly recommend it. But my biggest problem with this is there was 4 seasons of this show. I only have 2 seasons on DVD because you cannot buy the other 2 anywhere. I think you can buy them digitally, but like I want the physical, and it's bothering me. Also, if you haven't seen My Pet Monster, you should check that out because I love My Pet Monster. So that is this side. Basically, these movies need to be rearranged into a proper space, and these go into my TV shows. On this side, which is probably better arranged, is you got the kind of zombie-ish movies, horror movies, vampires, werewolves, dolls coming alive, Saw trap movies, more vampires, and then you go into kind of the mixed genres. So these are kind of fantasy, action, and then they go into kind of kids movies that are in the same genre. You've got some music, feel good type movies, and some more sadder ones. Johnny Depp, I have a lot of his movies. And then because Pirates of the Caribbean, I felt like spread into children, I kind of tried to put Disney movies together. So I have a lot of the classic-ish Disney movies spread into the new Disney. Obviously I didn't put Marvel over here because that is a huge collection and massive pain in the ass. Because if I start putting everything that Disney owns together, I would run out of space instantly. So yeah, this is kind of a few movies I own. Some of them people might judge me for because Super Mario Bros. And Cool as Ice. I honestly love these movies and people hate on them, which is fair. So starting with my massive bookcase, you have my Aladdin 5-star figures. I'm a huge sucker for Aladdin. I will basically buy any merchandise Aladdin. Got Spike from Angel, a few Disney Barbie dolls. Then coming down to more of my CDs. This is kind of a mixture of everything again. So you've got Avril Lavigne, Pink, Britney Spears, Kelly Clarkson, Kesha, and then it jumps into music like Eminem, The Weeknd, Murder Dolls, Death Grips, and John Cena. So you do have like a bit of absolutely everything. My music taste is very, very weird. But let's not judge that. Let's go to my movies instead. So, of course, we've got Marvel. I don't have every Marvel film because there's a few that I just simply didn't like and didn't want to rewatch and buy. For example, Black Panther, Captain Marvel, which I tried to put them in order of timeline, but we all know X-Men just went nuts with that timeline. Jumping down to DC, I think I have the majority of recent DC films. I'm not going to buy Harley Quinn's new one. I didn't like that one much either. But I have Green Lantern, so really, I clearly buy some half-decent films. Going to Will Smith. Just bought Bad Boys for Life, which I really loved. I'm sure you can check out my review on my channel. Mark Wahlberg, Liam Neeson movies. Jumping down to Keanu Reeves. I have a lot of him. So Keanu Reeves basically goes from here. Danger Close, The Battle of Longton. If you haven't seen that film, I highly recommend checking out. It's fantastic. The same with The Gentleman, which is another new film I just bought. These are kind of all a mixture of genres. They're kind of like your Hitman-ish type movies. Then we go into kind of Leonardo DiCaprio movies. Mel Gibson. Jumping down, we have Fast and Furious, Jason Statham, Jet Li, Matt Damon, Brad Pitt, which I just finally watched Meet Joe Black, and I absolutely loved it. So I decided to buy that on DVD because it was only like $4. So if you haven't checked that out, I do recommend it. For a movie that goes 3 hours long, it definitely doesn't feel like it. Coming down, we got Harry Potter, The Hobbit, Lord of the Rings, Clash of the Titans, Immortals. This was actually the first movie that introduced me to Henry Cavill. I don't think many people have seen it, but I really enjoyed it. So if you haven't seen Immortals and you're a fan of Henry Cavill, definitely check that one out. Next you've got Star Wars. I've got episode 1 to 6. Coming down to Twilight. So then we're going into kind of your Heath Ledger movies, your rom-coms. Gangster Squad obviously doesn't fit in the rom-com, but I put it there because of Emma Stone. Next one. Sorry, I'm trying to move this massive container of books because I ran out of space on my actual bookshelf for books. We just move that. We're going to kind of your dancing-ish movies. So yeah. And then the last line is your kind of over-the-top comedies like Hangover, Superbad, This Is 40, Bachelorette, Good Luck Chuck, My Best Friend's Girl, and then a few more rom-com-ish movies thrown in the middle, and Adam Sandler and American Pie. There is a few more DVDs over here, but that will go into my video games. So let's start from the top of the tower, shall we? So starting from the top, we have the Power Armor from Fallout 76. Coming down, we have kind of a mixture of everything. So let me just pull out the first row. So a lot of these are my PlayStation 3 games mixed with some of my dad's. So these ones here, Grand Theft Auto is mine, but Red Dead Redemption, Rugby League and all that is my dad's. The Fine Games is mine. And then we go to Infamous, Heavy Rain, Tomb Raider, Call of Duty, Fallout, Oblivion, Skyrim, Dark Souls, Gyro and Saints Row is all mine. Then putting the next row back in, got Spider-Man, Deadpool, Uncharted, which is my favorite franchise. I actually met Nolan North and he signed the game for me. I actually have 2 of his signatures. He did the front one and signed inside. He was absolutely lovely. If you haven't met Nolan North and you have the chance to, I do recommend it because he was fantastic to talk to. I got Guitar Hero, which was probably the go-to party game when I was growing up. And then going to my PS4, another PlayStation 3 games of Assassin's Creed games. More Assassin's Creed, which I think I just got Rogue in one of the collections. I'm not actually sure without. Syndicate, the original God of War 2 on PlayStation 2, which I absolutely sucked at, but I actually really like the PlayStation 4 version. And then you've got Carmageddon and the original Grand Theft Auto for the PC. Going to the next one is even more mixed, if we're being super honest. So let me just pull these out again. I'm sorry for the really shaky camera quality. It's really hard to do all this one-handed and actually watch the screen at the same time. So I got the PlayStation 2 games. Most of my PlayStation 2 games are SingStar. Got some Tekken 5, Grand Theft Auto, Crazy Taxi. Crazy Taxi was one of my favorite games growing up. If you haven't played Crazy Taxi, it's such a fun game and it has one of the best soundtracks. Got some of the WWE games. Sorry, I'm losing my voice. And then going back, I've got Breaking Bad collection. These games was Rise of the Tomb Raider, which Wildlands. Got a few Wii games. I do have my Wii just there, but I never really got many games for them. I knew like Nintendo didn't really put specials on their games, but I didn't realize how much they were to begin with and just never had specials. So I basically just bought the games I was really interested in. So Mario Kart, Mario Party, Mortal Kombat, Armageddon, Wii Fit, and Wii Sports actually came with the console. But that was pretty much the only games I was interested in. So that's really all I ever bothered to buy. Putting my Bones DVDs back. As you guys might know, I have called my dog a few times on my videos, and his name is Bones. And yes, I did name him after the TV show. I loved this TV show, especially when my doggo was born. It was actually my dog's birthday yesterday, and he is now 9. Isn't that right, my mate? So he's 9 years old. So I had him when the show was going. I almost called him Booth, but he seemed more taken by Bones. So we got The Last of Us Joel edition. We got Dracene. So this is actually from the creators of Dark Souls, Bloodborne. So From Software. It's a VR game. I didn't really know it existed, and it was a Christmas present? It was a present for my boyfriend. I'm sorry. I can't remember what present it was for. But yeah, so this one's in Japanese, so I do get a little bit confused of what's happening every now and then. But it's a really beautiful game, especially if you have VR. I do recommend checking it out. You can get on the PlayStation Store. Super Mario Odyssey for the Switch, which I haven't bothered to play yet because I'm still living on Animal Crossing. Coming down here is when we come back to some more DVDs. So like I said before, with Blockbuster closing down and basically them selling DVDs for $1 is where a lot of these ones at the back come in. So there's quite a few there that I bought for $1. There's some I've had for way longer, like the Jackass movies, I Spit on Your Grave collection, a few of my WWE ones. A lot of my WWE DVDs are actually in the wardrobe just because I ran out of space of where to put everything. A few of these movies, I just have not found a good space to put them. Some of them I haven't even had a chance to really watch because there was a few movies recently at JB Hi-Fi. They had a sale on, well, it was 20% off. So I found these random 2 movies that were only $4 each to check out. So I haven't actually bothered to watch them yet. There's a few more movies. I've got my Angel collection, which it comes in a really cool tin case, but it's also really awkward to put anywhere because it's just that little bit taller. I've got the TV show Justified with Timothy Olyphant. It was actually just announced yesterday that he's going to be in season 2 of The Mandalorian, so I should probably finally watch that just to support Timothy. And I got Age of Empires PC. So there's kind of a few of my game collection. It's not everything though, because most of my PS4 games are in this drawer. So let me just give a quick rundown of what I own in this drawer. So starting from the left, we have For Honor, Nioh, The Surge, Dishonored, Prey, Fallout 4, Days Gone, The Outer Worlds, God of War, Detroit Become Human, Past Cure. I haven't actually played yet. I found this game, it was on sale for $4. So I'm expecting it to be kind of shit. But who could turn down a $4 game? Batman Telltale game. Batman Arkham Knight actually came with my console, as did The Last of Us Remastered. So they are the very first 2 games I got on the PS4. Got Spider-Man, Monster Hunter World. I also bought Iceborne, so mainly when I play it, it's now the Iceborne stuff. They've got Final Fantasy 15, Overwatch, Destiny, the Taken King collection, Battlefront 2, Elder Scrolls Online, Guitar Hero Live, and up the very top that's hiding, you've got The Last Guardian, Crash Bandicoot, and there is Journey as well. Let me just see if I can pull it out a little bit. Here you can kind of just see it. The problem with having games in drawers, because sometimes the top of the drawer isn't designed to really stick out very well. Now I'm just going to try and put these back in one-handed. And there we go. So we've got Call of Duty, Death Stranding, Uncharted 4, Shadow of the Tomb Raider. That's actually the one that came with the figurine. Until Dawn was actually the main reason I wanted a PlayStation 4, because it looked like such a cool game. If you're into kind of, I know people shit on them a lot, but the Telltale games, the interactive movie type games, check this game out, especially if you like horror movies, because it's so much fun. And now they've released kind of their anthology series, so it comes from the same creator. They are kind of mini versions, but they are a lot of fun to play. So this is the first one, and I think A New Hope is due out in a couple of months. Plague Tale Innocence, another fantastic game. Vampire, Bloodborne, which I need to get back to, but I'm kind of horrible at. Sekiro, I absolutely suck at. Dark Souls 3, I finally platinumed, which I'm so happy about. The War of Mine, South Park, Resident Evil, more Call of Duty, Fallout 76, and got some VR games that are hidden up the top. So we've got Drive Club, PlayStation VR World, Farpoint, and Skyrim. So it's Spyro, 2 Point Hospital. So this is probably the quarter of my library when it comes to PlayStation games, just because I do have a lot of games owned digitally. So this drawer is just basically random crap. This drawer is a lot of my other CDs. You've got your movie soundtracks, you've got Hilary Duff, Voice to Men, just a little bit of everything else that I ran out of room for. And this drawer is basically every other gamer's drawer. You got all the other controllers, random cords, spacebar for the Wii, like just stuff you kind of run out of place to put. Got my Wii Fit board, which probably hasn't been used in a billion years. And then the consoles. So you have the PlayStation 3, which has this lovely Uncharted decal sticker on it. And honestly, it looks so good with the sticker. I love it. My PlayStation 4, obviously. This is from the VR headset, which has a million cords coming from it. It's probably the downfall of the VR headset. Just you have so many cords. You can never do anything with them. They're just there. I've got my DVD player, my PlayStation 2, and the PlayStation Classic, which obviously has the games already installed. Got my headset. I just like this headset. I like the one ear headset because it means I don't have to take my headset off when someone's talking to me. I can just mute it and have that conversation. If one of my ears start to hurt, I can swap it over by just moving the mic around. So it's actually like much better for me. So I really like the one ear design. There's my spare controller and my main controller. So right now there's a kind of a bit of a glare, but my wallpaper is The Last of Us new game. See if that helps. Nope. So I'll just show you quickly. So right now in my library, I have 285 games added. A lot of them do count the physical games and do obviously count the other apps like Netflix and other streaming services, WWE, and sometimes, but not often, it will count like demos that you have downloaded and installed that they no longer have available, and games that you can no longer download. So I think PT would actually be on this list that is no longer available. Yeah, so PT's there that you can no longer download. So there is a lot of games there that probably you can't play anymore. But still, it's a pretty impressive collection, if I do say so myself. I should play something lazy and actually go back and play a lot of these games. So the last thing is my Nintendo Switch, which I only just bought about 2 weeks ago, and I absolutely love it. I have non-stop played Animal Crossing. I originally thought Animal Crossing was just a simple child's game, but it's actually like way more in depth than I thought it was going to be. I absolutely love it. If you haven't checked out Animal Crossing and you have a Switch, I do recommend it. It is really good for killing a lot of time, which obviously a lot of people have a lot of time right now. So do check it out. So just to finish off, I'm going to show basically what decorates this room. Got some posters from Pirates of the Caribbean, obviously, that you've seen. There's a bigger one of Jack, Joker from The Dark Knight, Harry Potter. You've got the map from Fallout 76 that actually glows in the dark. That's really cool. a calendar for this year, which honestly was pointless. It's not like we can actually do anything this year. But this one came as a present from my brother Craig and his partner. And it's super cool with all the Marvel superheroes illustrations. So at the moment it's Captain America, and the illustrations is so cool. So I have it on display just so I can really enjoy the pictures. Yeah, like look how cool these pictures are. They are honestly super cool. Like I love them. They did so well with drawing them. Fallout 4 poster. There's a picture of me when I was very young. Look how cute I was. Where did it go? And my brothers Michael and Craig. Coming up, we have a picture of me with James Masters from Supernova. I think it was 2011. Yep, the date's actually there. 2011. Poster from Four Brothers, which is a super old poster. Another one from the Joker. And then from the Vampire Diaries convention, I met Paul Wesley and Selma Holler and Nina Dobrev. So this was before the show was super huge and they could actually afford to bring the main actors out. So this play would have been 2010. So at least 10 years old now. Yeah, so got my laptop. I don't really play me PC games. I mainly play The Sims and World of Warcraft on occasion. My lovely couch. And then this massive container of books that I had to move earlier. My bookshelf is completely full. So at the moment I've just kind of put them in the container so they're put away and not collecting dust anywhere. I think I've pretty much shown you guys my video game room. Oh, of course, there is my guitars for Guitar Hero, my VR headset with the aim controller, and a few other DVDs and some extra board games hidden at the back that I couldn't fit with all my other board games, which are in my other room. So yeah, just a little bit of really everything in this room. I'm hoping to be able to buy another DVD case very soon so I can reorganize my DVDs. I honestly don't know where I'm going to put it. I might be able to stack up another one and just rearrange my pop vinyls, but for now, this is where I spend most of my time. And yeah, thank you for watching. And yeah, let me know how you guys actually rearrange your entertainment room. Do you put more focus on displaying your DVDs if you have any, or more focus on displaying your games? Because as much as I love my games, I actually like having them put away like this. I like displaying my DVDs more. But obviously, everyone's taste is different. So, thank you as always for watching. I really hope you enjoyed my little tour. Okay, bye.